Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about making money online as a creative person, as an artist. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about why most people fail while building their online businesses, whether they are building their print-on-demand business or building their art businesses or creative businesses, whatever it is, why most of the people fail and what you could do to not to fail. Let's get straight without before we go, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video future, consider subscribing the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, we have a lot of free resources to help you make more money. The links are in description box below. You can support me and my channel on the Patreon. You're gonna get early access to my YouTube videos, the keyword ideas, niche list, a lot more is there. The links are in description box below. Without further ado, let's talk about why the most people fail while building their online businesses. Now, there are the few things that people do or people expect while building their online businesses or getting started with the online businesses, and that's the reasons they fail. I'm going to be covering a few of the reasons why people do fail, and then I'm going to be talking about what you could do differently to not to fail if you are starting a one or if you are an intermediate and looking forward to increase your income. The first and the most common reason is the expectation of starting or building an online business. People, while starting with the online business, they look at the other entrepreneurs and expect that they would be making big money in a few months of starting their online businesses, or maybe in a first year making 6-figure or 7-figure. So that is the first thing which I came across based on my experiences about the expectation. When I was getting started with my own art career, I was expecting to make big money in the first year, and I was making money, but I wasn't making that big money as I was expecting it, because I don't know what the people are doing in the background to make those big money in the first year. I'm not really sure about that. Even I'm not sure about what they're doing in the background to make it. Is either it's legit or it's not legit or it's fake. I mean, I don't know what's the hack it's behind the background, but I only see their fancy numbers, their big numbers, which makes me feel like I want to go and try that stuff out. But that's the thing, guys, over here. It takes time to build an online business, even if you are going especially for a legit ways. I'm not talking about getting a lottery or something like that and making quick bucks overnight or something like that. It doesn't really happen that way, right? It does takes time. So that is the first thing people mostly fail, is because of the expectation. They're expecting the big money in the first year, but when they don't reach there, they quit. So that is the first thing. The second reason is that people quit very easily or very early on. It takes days, if not months, if not years, to have a successful online business. You can look at the other online entrepreneurs who are very successful, and you can take an idea from them how long it took them to become that successful. If you take in the Amazon, one of the biggest company on this planet Earth, one of the biggest rich person on this planet Earth, the Jeff Bezos. If you look at the history of that company, you see that the first 5 years of the Amazon, it was really not at all profitable. It was in low. Okay, first 5 years was really, they were struggling. They were not at all any profit. So if you're taking a look at the different companies, you came to a realization that in the beginning of the first few years of their company or their business, they were not at all in the profit. They were not even making a money out of it. They were just spending all the money or investing all the money that were they making back into the business, and there was no profit at all. So it's entirely okay if you are failing in the beginning. It's entirely okay, but please don't quit, because the quitting is the only way which you will gonna fail. Okay, the most common reason which I see that the people fail is that people go into the comparison mood. They try all the different strategy which they feel or see in the online space, and they try to do everything which they can do, but they don't stick to one strategy. They don't stick to whatever comes in their heart, to their intuition, and at the end they give up. This is most common. Personally, I see that I have tried a lot many different avenues to make money online. I have tried almost like 20 or 30 different ways. Some of them worked, some of them didn't really work, but I never ever actually gave up because the things wasn't working in that way which I expected. It's okay to fail. Like if you see, if you're trying 10 different strategies and out of them 5 failed and 5 are working, I want to tell you, stick with these 5 which are working for you and leave the 5 which is not working for you. But if you are leaving the 5 which is already working for you, not sticking up with them, then probably you won't reach anywhere. So that is also the reason people do fail, because they don't reach anywhere, because they are trying to hack a lot of the different stuffs, and some of the stuffs did work, but they don't stick with them. They leave them because they see that the results they are not getting quickly, or they're not reaching where they want to reach quickly. So that's why they leave them and they try different stuff, so they reach at nowhere. It's common and it may happen. The people are not at all consistent. Don't get me wrong, there are so many people who are consistent, who are making videos or doing their online stuff for years, but there are a lot of the people who are not at all consistent. They just enter the space, they do the shit for maybe a month or 6 months, and they see that they are not getting any results and they simply quit. Or even if they get started and doing the stuffs for 6 months or a year, but they are not at all consistent. Like the 1 month they are showing, and they are showing back again in the next month, and they are showing again back in 15 days, in 20 days. So their consistency, there is no consistency in their schedule. There is no consistency in the way they are actually presenting themselves to this online space, to this online world, and thereby they are not getting the results. Now, I'm not telling you to be a consistent every single day, making videos every single day. No, you need to make your schedule that fixed according to your lifestyle. For example, if you feel like you can make videos every single week for a YouTube channel, then probably go with that. Stick with schedule. Don't change that schedule, or don't go out of that schedule and being irregular or inconsistent. Of course, at times we get sick or something happens in our family, in our society, and we get irregular or inconsistent. That's quite normal and obvious, and that's okay. But if you are doing it intentionally because you're not seeing that you're getting the results, and you feel like, oh, I made the 10 videos and those 10 videos are not getting any views, so I'm not gonna make 11th video. No, I'm gonna tell you, until I make first 100 video, I wasn't really getting any views. It really took me a long time. If you know my channel and if you have been following me, so the reason the people do fail, which I feel like people are not open to exploring, researching, and trying different stuff. Entrepreneur stuff is all about an invention. It's all about you are a scientist. What exactly the scientist is, like inventing, experimenting, trying new stuff to see which doesn't work, which work. Same is the case of the entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not like a salary, like you're gonna get every single month a fixed salary that you're getting from the income. No, it's all about experimenting, innovations, trying new stores, failing, then again trying, then again doing, then again failing, then again trying. It's kind of like a ladder where you just keep on doing and trying new stuff and see which fits, which doesn't fit. So you need to be open to experiment and explore and try new stuff and get uncomfortable. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, whenever I'm trying new stuff, I feel I am getting uncomfortable, and I have to get used to this habit of feeling uncomfortable. Like if you are an entrepreneur or starting with the one, get used to the habit of becoming an uncomfortable whenever you're trying new. You have to get out of your comfort zone. If you are in your comfort zone and not getting out of it, you won't get the results. Yeah, that's the beauty of the entrepreneurship. You have to be aware, you have to get used to being uncomfortable and get out of your comfort zone and try something new and see if it works or not. You have to be okay with that. You have to have a realistic expectation over here. People fail or give up because they think that they are not making consistent income every single month from their entrepreneurship journey. And I am truly say that when I was getting started with my business, although I get the first sale of my magazine on the very first day of launching it, but the first $100 that I made in business, it was like after 3 or 4 months of starting with my magazine, then I made the first $100. I was really excited about that. I was looking forward to making more. It was increasing every other month. The income is increasing, but the income wasn't really consistent. Like the holidays month or the Q4 is the great month or great time of the year when I'm making big sales, but the Q1 is the very lowest. So you are not used to having a fixed amount of income that's coming into your pocket every single month from your business. You have to get used to it. I know that some people are not get used to it. Some people that say that, oh, in Q4 I made this amount of money. I made $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, whatever it is. But the Q4 they are again lower, and they see, oh, my income is getting lower. I can't stay here. I can't do this any longer. Then probably this is not for you. Entrepreneurship is like you're not making money every single month a fixed amount. It's like it varies a lot from month to month, from strategy to strategy. And if you're launching your products, you will be making more money in that particular month. The next month it would be lower. So you have to get used to that stuff, that you are not getting a fixed salary, a fixed amount of salary every single month. And this is the reason people fail most of the times, because they see that they have to pay their bills and they're not making that fixed amount of money, and they see it's not helping them reach anywhere, so they quit. Last reason that I want to cover with the people fail is due to the imposter syndrome. Yes, if you are someone who loves the idea of being a perfectionist, like you want to perfect every single thing out there and then you want to be there in front of the people, then you would be waiting for all along for your life. Yes, we would never ever be able to become a perfect person or perfect doing anything or everything. We always gonna make mistake, and that's normal, that's entirely okay, and that's the way to learn. Okay, if you see other entrepreneur, the big entrepreneur, they do still make mistake even if they have reached to those big figures of money, because it's a human nature, we do make mistakes. So there is no rule to be a perfect at the things that you're doing. The only way is to see that you're giving your best and you're improving every single time that you're doing that particular thing. So imposter syndrome is very, very common, and I think that every now and then every other entrepreneur on this planet Earth must have faced this particular situation, and I personally felt it a lot many times. When I'm starting with a new product or launching something or doing something new, I feel like I'm not capable to do that. I'm not good enough. What will people going to think about it? What if it feels so badly? What if this happens? What if this happens? And that imposter syndrome kind to keep me in the trap of not actually taking an action, but in turn it's actually renewing my chances to become successful. So you have to pass this imposter syndrome to become successful. I know that it may seem hard in the moment, but that's the thing, to way to get out of it. You have to remind yourself that it's not about being a perfect, it's about giving your best every single time that you're doing particular thing. If you are not gonna do that thing, how are you gonna become successful after that? Okay, and if you've been waiting for months or years to make that perfect move, then probably you'll be waiting for your entire life, because that thing would never ever come. So get out of this imposter syndrome. Understand that you are not the only one facing it. There are so many people who currently are facing it or have faced in the past, but they eventually come out of it. So you're gonna come out of it. Just leave that fear behind and just go for it. Okay, without going for it, you will never ever be successful. Now I'm gonna be giving some preventive measures or some of the tips to deal with this particular stuff, the reasons that I've mentioned that actually lead to failure. First tip is always have a realistic expectation. Don't look at the fancy numbers that you're seeing in the YouTube videos or in the blog articles where people are actually telling the other people, hey, I made 6-figure in my first year in the business. It is possible, and it is not entirely possible. I mean, who the heck knows whether the people who are showing these fancy numbers, is it really legit or it's fake or not? Who knows? Have a realistic expectation and be okay with that if you're not reaching where you want to reach in few months or in a year. Okay, the second thing I want to have for you is focus more on your purpose rather than on the money goal. This is the thing I've been doing from few months. I used to have a money goals when I was starting with my business, but now I usually don't have a money goals. Now having or setting money goals is not that bad, but I feel like having a money goals doesn't really satisfy me as an entrepreneur, rather than focusing on my purpose. Like, why you want to get started with your business? What's your purpose behind it? Of course, there could be a purpose that you want to make 6-figure or 7-figure because you want to pay the debts or loans. That could be the purpose of starting a one, but eventually you have to look at the purpose that is not related to the money, so that it will going to help you keep going despite the failures or despite the hardships that you're getting along the road, because it's a long dive, it's a long road. Okay, it's not a one-day task or one-night task or a one-year task. It's a long road, so you have to be prepared for that. The another tip I have for you is to shut down all the outside noises that is coming inside your ears and telling you, hey, do this way, hey, do that way, hey, you are a failure, hey, you are this, that. Just shut down everything and focus on your own goal, focus on your own strategy, focus on your own road. Because your road, your strategy, your goal will going to help you reach where you want to reach. It's not that you have to ignore or be angry or annoying with other people. It's just that you have to listen to your intuition, and that seems quite obvious in the moment, but at times it's very hard when you see that there are so many people who are looking at you, your parents, your family members, or if you are having an online exposure, the other competitors are looking at you and you feel like, what I'm doing next. You feel that fear, you feel that shakiness, that doubt when taking any action. But stop all those noises, just listen to yourself and do your own work. The tip I have for you, have your own support system. What I really mean by having a support system is that the entrepreneur journey is a very, very long journey. It's not a 1 year journey, right? It's kind of like a year-long journey. So you need to have a support system until you become successful, that someone is there to support you. Eventually you're gonna find one. If you don't have in your family members or your friends or your boyfriend or your spouse helping you in your journey, eventually you're gonna find a support system that will going to help you. Like maybe join some online communities or a meetup groups, meet the people who are actually building this business likewise the way you are, who are in the same shoes as you, and become a support system for each other and support each other. So build that support system so that you feel okay. Because we humans are a social animals, we can't be isolated in a jungle and live in a one small room for an entire life. No, it isn't possible, and it isn't not really sustainable for our healthy life or mental health as well. So have a support system, find the people who are in your shoes that are more likely to support you and you can support them back. Last tip that I have for you is never ever quit. Yes, no matter what other people are telling you, no matter what someone is saying you that you're gonna fail or you're a failure, please don't quit. Even though if you feel like you don't have that much of time in your day to work on your business, work on a weekends or work on the holidays, or maybe give at least 15 or 20 minutes a day to your business. That's enough if you can give that much of time, but be consistent and don't give up. You know that eventually you're gonna reach there. Keep actually placing all the things that you need to build your business every single day or week so that you can reach where you want to reach and start doing one strategy. See what works for you and keep on doing more of it. If you see that YouTube videos are working for you, try to make more often. If you see that the print-on-demand business is working for you, maybe upload more products or try some new print-on-demand websites, or maybe look for other avenues or do something whatever you want to do. But please don't quit, okay? So that you will never ever going to fail. Hopefully this video will going to help you understanding what are the different pointers or parameters of the people fail in their online businesses, so that you won't repeat the same, so that you get the results which you want to get and you reach your dream life. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you following under any of these criteria? Have you ever quit in your business and then restarted again? I would really love to hear your own experience about building your online business. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm gonna see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye guys.